Hi everybody, it's Jennifer and welcome back to my channel. This is the third time of trying to record this poor video. I forgot that I hadn't done a drill with me and book talk in forever, and I said let me do this now before, because I just realized it and I thought, you know what, people are probably thinking that I haven't yeah. So y'all probably thought I forgot. No, I didn't forget. I just realized, and yeah. So, anyway, the last time you guys watched and I'm sorry, there's sunlight on this and I do apologize. The last time that you guys watched or the last time I did the video, gosh, I can't talk. Last time I did a book talk video, I was talking about this book, Deeper Than the Dead. I finished it, and let me tell you, I was just totally like, no. Those of you that have not, or that are new to my channel and have recently subscribed, I do this video every week. I haven't done it in a couple of weeks, just not because I didn't want to. Just things have been happening and I just, but, and those of you that, and so you probably, don't, I mean, you feel free to go back and listen to all the other ones. If you guys recall, this was about these 4 children that found a dead woman, and the teacher, their teacher also was with them. And it all boils down is the FBI gets called in and they investigate, and there's one person that I really thought did it but didn't. I thought it was one of the children, and the only reason that I thought that, either him or his father could have possibly done it was the child, one of the boys that found the body, had taken the female victim's finger and kept it. Well, I was just like, okay, really? Now the father, his father is the deputy sheriff, and he's a real jerk. He's, abusive to this boy's mother. He's all around a big, complete, total dick. And so the FBI comes in and they start investigating. And I really, I was bound and determined. I thought, you know what, this kid did it. He did it, plain and simple, because, the thoughts that he's been having, blah, blah, blah. I was really rooting. I was, keeping my fingers crossed that it was the kid. But then again, I was like, well, this kid had a bad childhood. You can't really blame it on the kid, and the kid, probably does have some kind of, issues that need to be addressed. So, I was bound and determined. I had already figured it all out. The kid did it. No, the kid didn't do it. I'm not going to tell you who did it, but it is somebody you at least expected. It was somebody that's so obvious, but it's not. And when I sat there and I read the last, chapter, and I thought, how the hell did he become? How in the world did, to me, I still can't figure out. Because the whole time in this book, the killer, you don't even know that he's a suspect until the very last bit, and he doesn't give himself away. And I'm just like, and he doesn't give off any kind of, signs. And he seems like to be this ordinary person. No. come to find out, he's committed, he's this woman, and then there's like all these other murders that in like the surrounding counties that he's done. And I'm just sitting there and I'm thinking, okay, I would have never thought, because I would have never thought. And you guys, and if any of you are reading this, I'm not going to give it away, and you're not finished with it, I'm going to let you know now. You all are going to be totally shocked, because I was just like, oh my God. So yeah, I was completely, totally oblivious, and all I could say at the end of it, well, that was not what I thought it was. I wasn't expecting that, because I wasn't expecting that. So that, I finished that one. Now, there's a second book to this. This is the first in the series. There's 3 books in this series. I don't have the second book, but I do have the third book, and it's called Down the Darkest Road. And in this one, Lauren Lawton's 16-year-old daughter disappeared, and the world had given her up for dead. Lauren's younger daughter, Leah, is looking for what's left of her childhood, but Lauren will never surrender. She knows who took her child. There's not a shred of evidence against him. So they move to Oakland, California. So does Lauren's suspect. And it feels that history is about to repeat itself. Leah turns 16, and Oakland has a cunning predator on the hunt. But as Sheriff's Detective Tony Menendez, his team shift through the murky circumstances of an increasingly disturbing case. A question changes everything they thought they knew. And I can't wait to read this one. The second one is Secrets to the Grave. In the first book, the teacher and the FBI profiler, they end up getting married and so forth. And anyway, they end up, helping out in the second book and the third book of solving the murder. So I can't wait to start this one. I'm going to start it tonight. When I started reading these, I was afraid to read these at night, because I'm one that I get nightmares. It don't matter. I can get nightmares, and it won't matter. So I was like, okay, we're going to try to do this without, without reading, without having nightmares. So we're going to go on that assumption that when I start reading it tonight, I'm not going to have any nightmares. So the next book that I am reading is, there's 3 books in one. This is what it is. It's Anne McCaffrey, The Dragon Riders of Pern. There's 3 books: Dragonflight, Dragon Quest, and The White Dragon. And I've read these before. I love these books. It's a science fiction book about dragon riders. They ride dragons, and they go around. They're kind of like, I guess, I don't even know how to explain it. They're kind of like the elite, like, I guess, keeping the peace, like, nowadays with, what the police do. So those are those books that I'm getting ready to work on, because I'll read one outside, or out in the living room, and during whichever. So that being said, just stay tuned for updates on those. And I haven't been listening to podcasts either. It's been kind of, I don't know what it is. I guess I get into I don't know how you want to call it, a funk, I guess, when it comes to, reading or whatever. And I don't read or, what have you for a while. And it's not because I don't want to. It's like, I don't even know how to explain it. I guess I get to a point like, I guess I get bored. I don't even know. That's, I don't even know how to explain it. But, so that's one reason why I haven't really done any, book talk videos, besides the fact that, it's just been crazy. But, I've been listening to one of my favorite podcasts, which is True Crime All the Time. And I was listening earlier to, there was two of them that I was listening. 2 episodes. One was about, it's called the Wichita Massacre. And it takes place in Kansas. And I was just listening, and I'm thinking, of course, it was just gross. And I ended up having to get to, go to the next episode because it just got gross. But there are 5 people that end up dead. These 2 guys kill these 5 people and do things to them that, I don't want to go there, but they do things. And I'm just sitting here, earlier, and I'm like, really? That's just, I don't understand. And there's really nothing I can explain or even say about that episode, because it just I was kind of speechless, because I'm like, these 2 guys just did all this, or 3 actually, and they had no remorse, and they weren't very old. They were maybe in their 20s or 30s, and it just, I don't even know how to describe it. I'm sorry. That's the only thing I can say, is because I don't know how to describe it, because it was just, yeah. So the next episode came on, and it's about this dude. His name, I'm not even gonna, I guess I can say his name, is Israel Keyes. Now, he lived in Alaska. You get the, yeah. And I'm sitting there, and I'm like, wow. Now, the thing is, he lived in Alaska, but he did not do his crimes in Alaska. He would fly out of Alaska and fly thousands of miles to, say, New Mexico, Arizona, wherever. He would have what he called these murder kits, and he would hide them, different places. And he planned these killings 2 years in advance. And I'm sitting there, and I'm like, huh? Why? Well, come to find out, he was in the military. Now, I'm not saying that's an excuse, because, no, that's not an excuse. But he was in the military. So basically, he kind of knew what he was doing. And when they caught him, this is what gets me. When they caught him, he could not remember Even though, I mean, he admitted that he did commit these crimes, but he couldn't remember really how else to put it. A whole lot of the details, I guess that's what, I want to say. And I keep forgetting that I put my drafting table down to do it this way instead of okay. So anyway, he's and I'm just like, okay, how in the world do you not remember any of these? He can't even remember what the people look like, the ones that he did kill. And I just like, how do you not remember, these things like that? That to me, I don't understand that. But he was very smart, I guess is how it was described. He was very smart in the way he went about doing, his crimes. And I was like, okay, I don't understand that. And he finally ended up getting caught. He made a boo-boo, I guess, is the way that it's described. Why he did this, that, nobody, I mean, even the people on my true crime podcast, the ones that host it, have no idea why, but he slipped up and he committed a crime in Alaska, in the town that he lives in. And he killed her, but after he killed her, he went on a cruise. Okay, really? That's what baffled me. I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, he goes on a cruise? Seriously? Why? Why would... Okay. And I'm just like, okay, you're going to go on a cruise. Whatever. But when he comes back from the cruise, he has taken a picture of the girl and, for like a proof of life thing, I guess. I don't know how, she could still look, normal. Not look like, she's, decaying or whatever. And anyway, he wanted $30,000, but he wanted it deposited into her account. And I'm just like, okay, well, why would he do that? And I guess he really wasn't thinking, because he has her ATM card. He's got her password. And I'm thinking, okay, why would you, and this is what, I couldn't understand, and I still can't, why you would want, the ransom money that you are, basically telling, her boss and her boyfriend, that they have to pay to him to basically, quote, set her free, which, now mind you, remember, she's already dead. So anyway, he gets the money is put in her account. And this is what I don't understand, from this person that, has been good at not getting caught for, 10, 11 years, why all of a sudden he would screw up now. Mind you, this happened like, I don't know, 2002, 2003. This person, this dude, goes and starts using her ATM machine and or her card. Now, remember, around that time, everything's digital now, basically. So I'm sitting here and I'm like, I'm listening to this and I'm thinking, okay, how dumb can you possibly be? You're going to use her bank card to, get, quote, your ransom money that you know, are basically saying, okay, she's alive, dead, what have you, and you're going to use it. And common sense. Why would you use it when you know that they possibly could be tracking it? That's where I didn't understand. So, yeah, I was a little confused on that whole thing. But he does get caught. And again, he doesn't remember anything. I mean, he not that he doesn't remember, committing the crime, the killings or whatever. It's just that he doesn't remember the names and the details because he never really actually like studied them. He just decided one day this is who he's gonna like kill, and he didn't really like pay attention to names or whatever. And I did. That's one thing I didn't understand. And he, but he did admit to the one where he kidnapped and murdered this girl. And dang it, sorry, my diamonds. And the other thing is I've started using my multi-placers on here now that I have my drafting table down. It's easier. Don't ask me why. I told you I was helping Mom all day. And of course, sorry, you hear my daughter in the background. She's talking to her boyfriend. So that was that one. And then the one I'm listening to now, I'm still kind of, I just started listening to it. And the good thing about the true crime all the time, they don't always do well-known serial killers, blah blah blah. They do basically every ones that we've never heard of before, which I didn't know this. And then there are some I've never even heard of, like the next one that I'm getting ready to listen to, the Beauty Queen Killer. I've never heard of him. So I mean, it's like, okay, this is going to be interesting. So I've been binging on that one. And there's another one that I just recently started listening to. It's called True Crime Garage. And I found him through Twitter. And I haven't really sat down and really paid attention. I was listening to some of it today. But I haven't really gotten very far with it. But it sounds interesting. So I'm going to see about that one. Let me see. I am getting ready to order some more books for myself and go to the library. I got to go to the library and see what they got, because I want to watch or listen to, I want to read the James Patterson one that he did with Bill Clinton. That's one I really, really want to read because, yeah, everybody's been talking about that one. So I want to listen or read it. I can't listen to it yet, but I want to read that one. That's, supposed to be really good. So, with that being said, that's really all I've got. And I hope the next one next week is a little bit better and that I have more to talk about. I am still reading Anne of Green Gables, those of you that, follow that. I haven't gotten very far. So, there will be another video on Tuesday. I did rearrange my video schedule a little bit lately because I don't want to say I was in a rut, but it just kind of felt like I needed to move some things around. So that being said, also I am trying to come up with a saying or whatever, I guess, ending, statement, something, because I know there's a bunch of us that do that, but that I can say at the end. My best friend is making me some stickers for my drafting table. As you can see, she made me the diamond here. So she wants to make, I told her I wanted, something, a saying or something. And I'm trying to think of something that I can say on my channel. So you guys have any ideas or, let me know. All input is welcome. So, but that's it. And I hope everyone enjoys this video. If you like it, please hit the like button. And I will see you all next time. And stay tuned for more videos. Have a great night.